so that I've stopped dwelling on what people think and having to accept me and all my choices and my appearance, because that will suck the life out of you, literally.
She's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. Talking about that little lady.
Hello everyone. I have a remarkable woman with me today. Her name is Elaine, and you're going to love what she has to tell you. She's a wonderful woman with so much to share. And thank you for coming back to Just Us Grown Up Girls and liking us on Facebook, and also going to YouTube and subscribing and ringing that bell. It truly helps me to get established and to create more shows for you to see and watch. I've known Elaine for about 6 years now. She has a son the same age as mine, and my son at that time, when he was about 16 years old, you know, he was a sweet young boy, and then he turned into this independent teenager who didn't want to talk to his mother, didn't even want to come home for meals, but I knew he was safe because he was always at Elaine's house. She fed him, and somehow she was able to talk with him when I never could. I think you have this relatability that I don't have, and I think it's a special gift where he was able to open up to you and feel comfortable in your house. So, have you always been this way, Elaine?
I do believe so. I am just someone that people seem to gravitate to tell their utmost, biggest secrets, their deep, darkest secrets, or just asking for my opinion. This has been many, many years of my life, adult life, that this has been the case. Especially at work, people reporting to me who are just peers. I'm a very open book myself, so I think it allows people to feel comfortable around me and therefore open up. I believe I have a humility about me in a way that allows people also to feel comfortable telling me the good, the bad, and the ugly. But it has, I don't know if it's a gift or a curse, but yes, it's,
Right.
Sometimes it feels like either or.
Right.
But yes, and in my family life, it's also been it's been a gift, because I have, oh my gosh, the last time I counted, I think 32 nieces and nephews, including great nieces and nephews.
Wow.
And I try to be close with all of them, and it's a big joke in the family, they call me the cool aunt. And so I've never judged any of them, been very open-minded in some of their stories that aren't always easy to listen to or hear or not criticize. So we have a good rapport. So in my personal life, that has been the case. So yes, I mean, it's been but believe it or not, I was very shy as a young girl.
Huh.
Probably opened up when I became a nurse, my first nursing job, and working with physicians. I was forced to really blossom and come out of my shell, and I think that has just grown since my career.
Wow. Thanks for sharing that. So I imagine, well, I can see you have 2 children, and you do a lot of things with them, and you're very close to them. And can they tell you everything?
They absolutely can. I think they choose not to tell me everything, and not because they feel they're going to be judged or criticized or I'm going to not approve. They definitely don't feel that. I think I believe it's just a young adult philosophy. Oh, it's my mom.
Right.
I don't have to tell her everything, but they know that they can.
Yes.
And Vincent, my son, more than my daughter, because boys are just that way. But considering he is a 20-year-old boy, we still have a very good relationship.
Yes.
And sometimes they're shocked with the things that I ask them. So.
Well, the one thing I'm wondering is, everyone opens up to you. Do you have people you can go to share your troubles or your thoughts?
I guess it depends on the situation. Depends on what the topic is.
Yeah.
yes, I have 4 sisters,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all older and wiser. And I have a very different relationship with each of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I might go to one of them about something work related, another
Okay.
about something personal, and And I do have 2 very, very close friends. I'm very blessed to have 2 best friends, as we would phrase it. And I'm very close to them, and I could talk to each of them about
Great,
different things.
great.
So
You need that.
I think I have a good
Yeah.
support system.
Yeah.
And if I really needed to, I could just sit with my kids and run something by them, and they're very good listeners.
Awesome.
And they
Wonder
have
where
no
they got
doubt
that
tell
from.
me
Right.
what they think about
Right.
the situation I'm in. So yeah, I feel
Yeah.
surrounded by a lot of
Good.
support.
Good. You need that. Okay. Now, I've been following you on Facebook for about a year now, and I've seen this change in you in your posts. It seems like you're becoming stronger, more grateful, more open to God and positive things in your life. What's going on?
That's a loaded question, but a lot of different things have kind of come together at once. And one is aging. As we get older, I do believe we get wiser.
Yes, I do too.
We are presented with different circumstances, or similar circumstances, but I think we start to perceive things differently, and then it's a matter of what we want to do with that situation. And I had a turn of events about 4 years ago, a death of a close friend, and then my mom died, and I was just really at a loss for why, all this sadness, and I had a falling out with one of my friends, my best friends, and I think I hurt her badly, but we never talked about it, which was fine. Afterwards, we're okay now. And I pushed my family away, and I was just in a bad, dark place. And then I found my faith really much deeper. I was already a fairly spiritual person, but I got in touch with a spiritual counselor, and she was just wonderful. Her name is Randy, and we still talk once in a while, and I saw her just a few times, and she just, I don't know what it was. It wasn't even anything she necessarily said. I think it was just the fact that I was in her presence. I felt like it permeated to me, and there was just this, I think I just found myself truly in my faith and what it meant. So, and she witnessed that. Some Christians may call it, you were saved. Others, probably phrase it something different. I just think I just really dug deep into my faith at my rock bottom, low. And then I just started attending the church that she goes to, and my kids started joining me sometimes, and that made me feel good. And I started reading some spiritual books. I still do read Joel Osteen every day.
I'm going to see him on Friday.
So am I.
You are?
Yes.
With my mother.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and my friend and her mother-in-law.
Yes, I have 2
Yes.
tickets. In fact, I asked my girlfriend to go, and she's still waiting to give me an answer.
We'll
so.
have to text each other,
Absolutely.
see where you're sitting, and wave.
So I
Yes.
do love him, and
Yes.
I get his daily scripture, and he's very positive.
Mhm.
I mean, he doesn't dwell on the negative. He just
Right.
really dwells on you being
Yes.
positive and upbeat. So that's really helpful. I also get a minute from John Maxwell every single day.
Okay.
He is a spiritual Christian-based speaker, motivational speaker on leadership.
Yes. Okay.
So I listen to him every single day, and it's based on his spirituality as well. So it just feeds me. It's like good for my soul.
Yes.
But I dug in deep, and I'll be honest, it's work. It's conscious work every day to be nice, to be kind, to be humble, to listen well, to not criticize, to not get angry. It's hard work, but I do consciously have to pray on it every day.
I saw you posted in the beginning of the month
Yeah.
that you were doing a kind act daily challenge.
Yes.
How's that going?
I've missed a couple days. What I define as a kind act, other people might say, well, that's just who you are. Some people feel that it would be easy for me, but it depends. You know, is it not to get angry? Is that an act of kindness? Maybe.
I think so.
Not to criticize someone else's opinions. There's all various ways I think that we can be kind, and I've learned that one way is to not react to people, and you can only control yourself and how you react to people in situations. So I consider that being kind if you just listen and maybe swallow your thoughts sometimes and not say what you think. But it could be a matter of just saying please and thank you to a stranger, helping a stranger that I see struggling, maybe getting in their car if they're elderly, or someone with a wheelchair or walker, or carrying something. I mean, there's so much that we can do, and there's so many opportunities for people that I just think we miss it. And because we're such in a hurry and so, in a rush to get through our day and get our own chores done, and we have to stop and look around, and it's worth it because I do these things not because I want someone patting me on the back. I don't want someone interviewing me about it necessarily and putting it on social media. It's not even about that. It's an awareness of my own self, and I figured if it's got to start with me, then maybe others will mimic my behavior. And if that's why I posted it on social media, thinking, oh, that's a great idea. Who knows? Because there's so many bad things posted, or negative things. So it's a challenge for me and myself.
Yes. Do you see why I wanted to interview Elaine? I mean, we're not the closest friends. We knew each other 5 or 6 years ago, and we saw each other, and we related, and you were always fun and happy and helpful to me. But then the years went by. But at least I know you're still there. Elaine is still there, and she's a great person. She helps other people. She's inspiring. And it's just good to know. We all have people like this in our lives. They could be your neighbor. You could be walking your dog. You can just talk to that neighbor you haven't spoken with before. Get to know them better. You can help someone on the street. Get to know them better. It's just amazing. All the great people out there who have so much to share.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what else to say except thank you for recognizing the good things in me.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect. I have a long way to go, but you have to work on it. You have to work on yourself every day.
That's right. Elaine, I know you've been through some job changes in the past several years, and then you just landed a great job that you started about 2 weeks ago. Just tell me about that job search process. Tell me about the weirdest interview you ever had, or the weirdest question.
I can't think of anything weird to me. I'm so tolerant, I should say, tolerant of people that there's a lot of things that don't bother me. And if it was a weird situation or question, I probably didn't think it was weird. But honestly, I can't even think of anything that was outlandish, scary or funny, I should say, and stressful was a situation which the taxi driver dropped me off in a city that I didn't know, off the wrong building. And then it was pouring rain. I had high heels and a suit on, no umbrella. So another taxi, I had to, call down another taxi, and he ran over a puddle, and I got wet. And then I get to and I'm meeting with the CEO of the company. And I got there and I was exasperated.
You were real.
And that's what they said. And they were laughing, him and the COO, they were laughing at me and said, oh my gosh, we have to hire this girl. Like, look at her. She's just herself. Like, I was making them laugh, and they were like, we have to hire her. She's just crazy.
Oh my God. That sounds like an I Love Lucy kind of skit.
Yeah, exactly. So that was probably the funniest, but it was stressful to me. Otherwise, I've been very blessed in my career.
Yeah.
I really have, and I usually get every job I've interviewed for, except recently.
See, you're relatable. They love you. And I'm sure you have skills and talent
Yes.
and experience.
But you do have to be a good fit personally for an organization. And being a manager for many, many, many years and a hiring manager, and I've learned that it's not just appearance and, oh, you have the skills, so it's how does your personality actually and your values and your beliefs fit into the culture of either the company, the community, the organization, whatever situation it is. But, I didn't get one job that I recently interviewed for, and it was disappointing. I went to the very, very end, the last interview, and they chose someone else over me who had a slight different skill set, and I was very disappointed.
Yeah.
But at this juncture in my life, I prayed on it, and I realized that it wasn't meant to be, and I moved on.
Good for you. That's great.
Although, the old Elaine probably would have been like dwelling on it for weeks and weeks and weeks and couldn't move on, but I was over it in a day.
Good for you. Wow. You did put a post on Facebook. It's similar to that. It kind of relates to that. It says, I used to feel like my side of the story needed to be told to keep facts straight. Now I don't care what you believe. That really shows your strength and your resolve. Yeah.
Resolve is a great word. You have to resolve to the fact that people probably only listen to half of what you say. And the other half, they heard it in a different way. I mean, perception is just so much in a relationship and in a conversation and communication. So I think that I truly believe now I'm in a place that I don't dwell on what other people think all the time. I don't dwell on they have to like me.
Right.
They have to like my choices. They have to like what I look like. So that I've stopped dwelling on what people think and having to accept me and all my choices and my appearance, because that will suck the life out of you, literally. And it could be maturity and wisdom with what you're exposed to. And even, I truly believe that not so great things have to happen in your life to appreciate the good things. And that's where I am at. And it's taken me many, many years, probably a little late in my life, to realize that. But I used to be someone who, oh my God, they have to like me. Oh my God, everybody has to like me.
Yeah.
What do you mean she's mad at me?
Right.
I would lose sleep over it. Now I'm very content with, don't get me wrong, I'm human. People and situations do rub me sometimes.
Right. Right.
It definitely, I think that's human, the human side of us.
Yes.
But you gotta really sift through that and dig down deep and say, oh, they're not paying my bills, and they're not raising my kids, and they're not working my job. So to each his own.
Yes. Enough said. That was great. Elaine, what's the most important thing to you?
I think you know the answer.
I think I do.
It's family. There is no doubt about it. And right now, my two kids. They're my life. I have, aside from my career, which had to be a priority because being a single mom, I have to provide for them and try not to change their lifestyle too much, and wanting to give them everything I possibly can, and we certainly don't. We live very simple lives, but we enjoy life. So you need money to enjoy life, no matter what other people think. And I have put my career first sometimes, but I knew it was important, and my kids understand that now, and why, and they didn't suffer, and they're not traumatized, but they are just literally my life, and every decision that I have made, for the most part, has been revolved around how will this fit into our life, meaning the three of us. And I have no regrets with that, none whatsoever. I have a wonderful family of 4 sisters and a brother-in-law, and like I said, like 32 or 33 nieces and nephews who I would do anything for, any of them, anything. I love every one of them. They're tremendous. A big family. I wish I had more kids, to be honest, but I
Wow.
was older.
We
when I
all
had children.
need an Auntie Elaine in our lives.
I love being Aunt E. They call me Aunt E.
Aunt
I
E.
love being Aunt E.
Aw.
I love
So
it.
sweet.
I miss the big parties but family, and that's the way I was raised by my mother and father. It was their most important thing.
Yeah.
So it actually has continued with me. I think so often that my father lives inside of me, and I'm just living his way still. Like, he was the best.
That's such a
He had
tribute.
friends everywhere. So
Yeah.
it was,
Yeah,
it
well,
was
that's
great.
his legacy
His legacy,
continuing
that's a
on
good word,
in
yes.
you. And it sounds like you are continuing that
Yes.
with your family.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, since you've developed into this new self, Elaine, I have a few more questions for you.
Okay.
Is there any room for a man in your life?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The problem is, where do you find them? Oh my gosh, it's like, at this point I'm going to move a big boulder and look underneath it, but they really, I'm a lot more particular than I used to be. I don't know if that's good or bad. My kids tell me it's ridiculous, but I say, why? Why not, be particular? It's not like I need a man to complete me or to fulfill my happiness, or I'm very content, but I definitely am in a position now where I really do want a companion. I don't think I'll ever get married again, but I would like someone to hang out with. And so it's just, where do you find that person?
You
who's
never know.
honest?
You never know.
Yeah, I pray on that too. So
Okay, next question. Is there anything you want to do better or differently?
right now or in the past?
Now.
I would say I gotta learn how to save my money better.
Okay.
Manage my money. That's
Yes.
just period. I think that I could always use an improvement there. Other than that, I mean, continue on the path that I'm on. Working my faith, and I do wish that my kids were a little bit more involved with their faith, but I don't want to shove it down their throats. But
Right.
they're not bad. It's just my responsibility to help make their souls pure, and I want to continue to work on that. So
Well, I don't know your daughter too well. I see you with her all the time on Facebook, and you seem very close.
Yes.
She seems like a great girl. But I know Vince, your son, and he is the best kid. He owns his own landscaping business, and they do more than just cut grass. They do designs. They do anything outside that you would like. I've used him myself.
yes.
And such a nice guy. He makes sure his crew does what you ask, and he's just very efficient. He's not always there because I guess he has other things going on.
He's the boss.
Yeah, but he checks on everyone and makes sure everything's right. Make sure the customer's happy. He's awesome for a young guy. Very impressed.
He is very motivated, very driven. His father and I were both like that, so I think that's, a tribute to some of maybe genetics, but
Yeah.
he's a very good person.
Good kid, yes. How do you handle problems or difficulties now? Do you have any certain strategies you use?
I'm not giving away my secrets. So, just as it comes, each situation. Objective. You have to be honest with yourself in the situation and understand that sometimes you're in the wrong. And that's okay. You have to be able to forgive not only yourself but others. I really take each situation as it comes.
So do you stop and take a little time to evaluate your response?
Yes.
Or at this point, does it just come naturally?
No, I wouldn't. I wish. I'm not there yet.
Mhm.
I really do have to take a step back, because I used to be a very reactionary person, and I've learned to take a step back in my professional life as well as my personal. take a step back when there's conflict with family, which it happens. Who said what, who said, upset who, and did like who, and then you're reading into it, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute. And I'm taking lessons from my son. What you mentioned, Vincent. He sees the good in everybody first, before he passes any judgment or criticism or anything. And I like that approach. See the good in people first, and then where did it go wrong, or and let's see the glass half full. Yeah. So start there as opposed to the other way around.
Right.
And sometimes it usually leads you in a better solution.
Thank you. We have so much to think about now and internalize, and hopefully, the audience can learn one or two things that might be helpful to them. One last question, Elaine. Say something nice or true about yourself. I am blank.
I am kind. There are things that rattle me, but I feel that I'm a very kind person. And whether I knew you or not, I would help you if you needed help. Unless you hurt my kids. No, I'd still pray on it. But I truly believe I'm a kind person.
I do too. Thank you so much, Elaine.
You're so welcome.
Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Fun.
I know your job is very demanding with the traveling and everything, so I really appreciate this. Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm really crying. Oh my God.
I'm dying. I don't know about you.
I know.
You want to cry, I want to die.
Oh my God. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you learned a few things from this special guest. Remember, we all have gifts to use and share. My purpose is to invite you to take some action on the ideas and inspiration of each woman to make a difference in your own life and on those around you. Please like the Facebook page and subscribe and ring the bell on YouTube. I know it's so annoying to find that darn password, but then you'll get a whole catalog of the Just Us Grown Up Girls interviews. Thank you, and I truly appreciate you.